The first known Cinderella wasn't the Disney version we know today. The story is very old and appears in different cultures across the world, but the earliest recorded version comes from ancient Greece around the 1st century BCE. Her name was Rhodopis, a Greek slave girl living in Egypt, long before glass slippers and fairy godmothers. Today, we're unearthing the fascinating origins of a story we all know and love, but with a twist you might not expect. Forget what you think you know about Cinderella, because we're about to meet Rhodopis, the original Cinderella, whose tale unfolds not in a magical kingdom, but in the sun-drenched lands of ancient Egypt. Imagine, if you will, the bustling markets of ancient Egypt, the majestic Nile flowing ever onward, and the towering pyramids standing as silent sentinels of a forgotten age. It's in this vibrant, ancient world, around the 1st century BCE, that our story begins. While Disney's Cinderella is a beloved classic, the roots of this enduring narrative stretch much, much further back, to a time when Greek historians meticulously recorded tales that, even then, were old. Our protagonist is a young woman named Rhodopis. She wasn't born into royalty or even a comfortable life. Instead, Rhodopis was a Greek slave girl, living and working in Egypt. We can only imagine the hardships she faced, the long days of toil, the yearning for a life beyond the confines of servitude. Yet, even amidst her struggles, Rhodopis possessed a remarkable beauty, a spirit that shone through her circumstances, much like a precious gem hidden beneath layers of earth. One sweltering afternoon, seeking a moment of respite from her labors, Rhodopis ventured to a quiet spot to bathe. The cool water would have been a welcome embrace, a brief escape from the harsh realities of her daily life. As she dipped into the refreshing embrace of the water, she carefully placed her sandals, perhaps simple leather-bound affairs, yet precious to her, on the bank. But fate, as it often does in these ancient tales, had a mischievous plan in store. As Rhodopis enjoyed her peaceful solitude, a magnificent eagle, a creature revered and often seen as a messenger from the gods in ancient cultures, swooped down from the cerulean sky. With a swift, audacious movement, it snatched one of Rhodopis's sandals. Can you imagine her surprise, her shock, as she watched this grand bird carry away her humble footwear? This wasn't just any eagle, mind you. This was an eagle on a divine errand. With the sandal clutched firmly in its talons, it soared high above the sprawling landscapes of Egypt, past fertile farmlands and ancient temples, all the way to the heart of power, the pharaoh's grand palace. Now picture this scene. The mighty pharaoh, ruler of all Egypt, is perhaps engaged in affairs of state, or enjoying a moment of leisure in his opulent court. Suddenly, through an open window, the eagle descends, a feathered arrow from the heavens, and with a flourish that could only be described as deliberate, it drops the sandal. Where does it land? Not on the floor, not on a nearby column, but directly into the pharaoh's lap. The court would have fallen silent. The advisors, the guards, all would have stared, bewildered, at this extraordinary occurrence. The pharaoh himself, a man accustomed to power and grandeur, was utterly amazed. This wasn't merely a random act. It was a clear sign, a powerful omen from the gods themselves. To him, the eagle's flight and the precise delivery of the sandal could only mean one thing. The gods intended for him to find the owner of this mysterious slipper. Filled with a sense of destiny, the pharaoh immediately dispatched his most trusted men, his royal emissaries, to every corner of his vast kingdom. Their mission was clear: search high and low, from the bustling cities to the quietest villages, for the woman whose foot perfectly fit this sandal. Imagine the buzz, the speculation, as these royal messengers crisscrossed Egypt, holding aloft a single delicate sandal. For days, perhaps even weeks, the search continued. Many women undoubtedly would have tried on the sandal, eager for a chance at a royal marriage. But none would have found the perfect fit. Until, at last, the pharaoh's men arrived in the very place where Rhodopis toiled. When they presented the sandal to her, a flicker of recognition, a spark of hope, must have ignited within her. Could it be? The very sandal stolen by the audacious eagle. As she reached out, her hands trembling slightly, and slipped her foot into the delicate leather, a hush fell over those gathered. And just as in the fairy tale we know so well, the sandal fit. Perfectly. As if it had been crafted precisely for her, and no other. The transformation was immediate and profound. From a humble slave girl, stripped of her freedom and future, Rhodope was instantly elevated to a position of unimaginable power and prestige. The pharaoh, true to his belief in the divine sign, took her as his wife. And so, Rhodope, the Greek slave girl, became the Queen of Egypt. This incredible tale, so rich with destiny and transformation, was meticulously recorded by the renowned Greek historian Strabo around 7 BCE. It is his writings that give us this precious glimpse into the ancient world and confirm Rhodope as the earliest documented Cinderella figure in history. And her story predates the European versions by over 1,000 years, offering a fascinating perspective on how universal themes of hardship, hope, and ultimate triumph have resonated across cultures and centuries. The story of Rhodope is more than just an ancient fairy tale. It's a testament to the enduring power of narrative. It shows us that even in the most ancient of times, people found comfort and inspiration in stories of the underdog rising to greatness, of destiny intervening, and of true worth being recognized regardless of social standing. It highlights the human desire for justice, for a happy ending, and for the belief that magic can, indeed, happen. So, the next time you hear the name Cinderella, remember Rhodope, the Greek slave girl whose life was changed by an eagle and a single sandal in the land of the pharaohs. Her story reminds us that while the details may change, from glass slippers to leather sandals, from fairy godmothers to majestic eagles, the core message remains eternal, that hope can be found in the most unexpected places, and that even the humblest among us can achieve extraordinary destinies. Thank you for joining me on this historical and enchanting journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more dives into the fascinating origins of our favorite stories.